In my left hand, I have a little white pellet that's familiar to millions of Americans. Drop it down. Unfortunately, the suit is so stiff I can't do this with two hands, but I'm going to try a little sand trap shot here. And he got more dirt than ball that time. More dirt than ball. Here we go again. That looked like a slice to me, Al. One more. Miles and miles and miles.
Living on the moon used to be peaceful. Until these guys showed up. It all started right after we moved here from Venus. We had a cute little house there. 2-car garage, good neighborhood. Sure, it got a little hot there sometimes, but hey. But then my husband, Harold, decides he wants to change the scenery and gets the bright idea of moving to the moon. Harold, what are you doing? Look over here. We need to open our horizons, he says. Explore a little. And the moon has less people, less traffic, he says. Better delis, he says. There's a nice view, he says. So we find ourselves a nice little house in a quiet neighborhood, and Harold and me start fresh on the moon. And then the first of them showed up.
40 feet down, 2.5. Picking up some dust.
Harold! Wake up!
We copy you down, Eagle. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
I thought it was a moonquake. Could you imagine? But when I peeked outside, I saw these folks hopping around in odd-looking outfits, poking the ground and playing with rocks. So I called our neighbor Midge. Honestly, I never liked her much. Always sticking her nose in other people's business. So nosy. Which is why I thought she might know what was going on. Midge had no idea what was going on. But she did say if they trampled her flower bed, they were going to get an earful. So I got on with my day and stopped worrying about our little visitors, figuring, they'd leave soon enough. And they did. But not before making another racket.
3, 2, 1, ignition.
I ran out there to ask them to keep the noise down, but I just missed them. Saw them disappear straight into the wild black yonder. At least they left me a note. So I figured they were just a little curious and got it out of their system and probably wouldn't be back. Oh boy, was I wrong. Ugh. Each time they left, they wouldn't even bother cleaning up after themselves, leaving a bunch of stuff lying around. What are we here, huh? Chopped liver? So I grabbed some of the stuff they left, made myself something useful. Lemonade with lemons is what I always say. One time they almost caught me in my unmentionables. I was so embarrassed. I'm very modest, you know. They looked like a bunch of tourists with their cameras. Just when I thought they couldn't possibly be any more annoying, they start racing their hot rods around like lunatics. Harold, come here! Of course, Harold was no help.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Harold. I'd had enough. It was time to have a little chit-chat before they started doing donuts on my front lawn with their little race cars. Again, I just missed them. But they left me another note. Turns out they were just exploring, checking out their backyard. Guess they weren't planning on coming back for a while. I have to admit, I got a little sad. I'd grown attached to seeing what new adventures our visitors had in store for the day. I was starting to miss our little friends. Every time I heard or saw something unusual, I ran outside to say hello. I knew they were coming back. It was just a matter of time. And I didn't want to miss them. One time, I was sure they were back. But then I realized it was just a regular old moonquake. I guess Harold was inspired by our visitors to do a little more traveling and exploring. Or he was just tired of me moping around. Either way, it was time for a vacation. I'm glad our little friends spend so much time here. I'd love to see them again. It's been much too long. I do hope they're out there exploring somewhere. It'd be a shame if they weren't. Well, we have a ship to catch. Until next time. Harold, come on. We're gonna be